Hello friends, welcome to CSS video tutorial series. In this video tutorial, I am going to discuss CSS Attribute Selector. Pair of square brackets in CSS indicate Attribute Selector. Attribute Selector is used to select HTML elements and apply styles on them based on their attribute name and attribute value. This is the syntax of an attribute selector. First we write a selector, then we write opening square bracket, then we write a valid attribute expression, then we write a closing square bracket. In flower brackets we write declaration list, where the selector is optional. That means if you do not write a selector, then the browser targets every HTML element. Whereas if you write a selector, then browser selects only those HTML elements which are targeted by the selector button. A selector can be a tag selector, class selector, ID selector, etc. An attribute expression can be a valid combination of attribute name, value, and an associated operator. Here I have written in place of a selector, tag selector. I am using a tag selector. Then in between pair of square brackets, I have written here attribute name equal to value, and value in double quotation. If you do not have any special character like space, colon, / dash and all, you need not to use the double quotations. And in flower brackets, I have written declaration list. What this code does actually, it selects any HTML element targeted by the tag selector which contains an attribute name where the attribute value exactly matches to the value specified in the attribute expression. Let's see an example here. In place of a tag selector, I have written P. In between square brackets, I have written align equal to right. In between the flower brackets, I have written border 2px solid red. What this code does actually, it selects any paragraph element which contains an attribute align, where the align attribute value exactly matches to the value right. Let's see the demonstration so that you get a clear idea. I minimize the word. I go to start, say here notepad. I click on notepad. You can see that notepad got open, and then I write a basic structure of HTML document. Less than, exclamation mark, doc type HTML, opening HTML lang equal to en. Then I write closing HTML tag. Then I say here opening head tag, closing head tag, opening body tag, closing body tag. In the head section I write meta char set equal to utf8 close. Then I save the file, save as. I save the file at desktop with the name default.html. Both sides I put double quotation and say save. I minimize the notepad. You can see that default.html page created. I right click on it, say open with Firefox. You can see that default.html page got open. I reduce the size. Okay. Then I set the title here. Here I say title title, and then I say here attribute selector demo closing title. File, save, go to browser, refresh. You can see that attribute selector demo has been set as a title. Then in the body section, I create one paragraph and say paragraph text. I say closing p tag, and then I create one more paragraph that is also going to have the same text, paragraph text, closing p tag. I create one more paragraph. I say here paragraph text, closing p tag, and one is going to have align equal to left, and another paragraph is going to have align equal to center, and another paragraph is going to have align equal to right. File, save, go to browser, refresh. You can see one is aligned to the left, one is aligned to the center, one is aligned to the right. I go to the head section. I say here style, type equal to text or CSS. Then I say here closing style tag. In between the style, I say here P square brackets align equal to RIGHT right, close, and then I use opening bracket, closing bracket, and then I say here border 2px solid red semicolon. File, save. Here I am telling to the browser that locate any paragraph in this page. All these paragraphs are considered. If it has a align attribute, all of them have the align attribute, and check the align attribute value is right. The last one has the align attribute equal to right. That paragraph is going to have border to px solid red. File, save, go to browser and refresh. You can see that the last paragraph has the border set to red. You need not to use the double quotations because we don't have any space or colon or special characters, any special characters. Just write. If you write also enough. File, save, go to browser, refresh. You can see that it's working properly. There is no problem. If I change it to left, file, save, the paragraph which has the align attribute with the value left is going to have the border to px solid red. File, save, go to browser, refresh. You can see that the first paragraph has the border set to red. You can write in double quotations. It is good practice to use double quotations. I suggest you people to use always double quotations to enclose the value in the attribute expression. File, save, go to browser and refresh. No problem. Similarly, I can say here CENTER, center. File, save, go to browser and refresh. You can see that the middle paragraph has the border set to 2px solid red. I hope you guys have understood. This is just an example. In the next video tutorial onwards, I am going to discuss various ways of using attribute selector in detail, step by step, one by one. So for this tutorial, this much is enough, friends. I hope you guys have understood attribute selector. For more benefits and be updated, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and don't forget to like, comment and share these videos with others so that everyone will get benefited. Keep learning, keep coding, keep sharing. Thank you guys. Thank you very much. See you in the next tutorial.